Canadian troops on their way to Newfoundland today to help with blizzard cleanup, some 300 soldiers by day's end. St. John's is still under a state of emergency and will be for the foreseeable future. The city's airport still closed, businesses, schools, government offices all closed today. We do expect an update from the mayor and other emergency officials in terms of next steps. But there are so many incredible stories coming out from the storm, and one that's really caught our attention and others is the story of this little guy and the Snow family. Yes, the Snow family. There's a beautiful little picture of Levi Jacob Snow, born right at the height of the blizzard. Well, I'm not going to go on here because I have to introduce you to a very special guest. That's the guy right there, Dad Kyle. And look who Kyle has in his arms. It's baby Levi. Hi, Kyle.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. Well, he's not going to answer me, but he is a beauty. You had your first night at home, last night at home out of the hospital. How did it all go?
It was a little tiresome, but thankfully we were able to get in, and we're very comfortable here at home, of course.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, listen, you can hand him to Shondell if he wakes up and gets upset, but as Shondell's mom, she's on, well, whatever you're comfortable doing. We just wanted to see him. But listen, you're going to hand him off? Okay. Hi, Shondell. What a story.
Hi there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have quite a story to share with everybody. So, Kyle, you tell us. Shondell and you wake up, you realize the baby's coming, and you go into the hospital there in St. John's before the snow starts to fall. But we know the snow is coming. So, I mean, was this on your mind when you headed to the hospital? Were you concerned at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was quite a bit of prep into making sure we had bags packed, you know, even like warm clothes and extra layers and first aid kits, medical supplies, that kind of thing. We're all in the vehicles. And we bought new winter tires even for my truck the day before. So it was no holds barred. We were full on ready to go.
You're ready.
Once we got to the hospital, it all went away. You know, our focus was on delivering our healthy little baby. And of course, then when we went outside, or I went outside to see after it was all said and done, it looked very different from the time we went in there.
Because little Levi was born just as the city was setting snowfall records, and so you realize it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And as I understand it, the hospital needed some assurance that you were going to be able to take Levi and take Mom Shondell home safely. So you turned to Facebook, and tell me about the appeal you made, Kyle.
Yeah, so, I mean, understandably, they, in a city in a state of emergency, didn't want to see a newborn baby go in an unsafe way. So I reached out to some people on Facebook through a few different Facebook groups, that sort of thing. And my intention was just to ask for a picture of our street so that I had an understanding of what we were dealing with.
Okay.
Was it going to be viable or not to get home when we got home? Through that, I had dozens of people messaging me, sending friend requests and all that kind of thing.
Even a video, right? Help. Didn't somebody send you a video? Yeah. We'll show that, because when you saw what the state of condition, what the state of affairs was at your home, what did you then think, Kyle?
Well, I have a big pickup truck was totally buried in. Our street wasn't plowed actually at all. So we had quite a bit of snow to deal with if we were going to come back in. And thankfully, on the way to go shovel out, we ran into a plow operator, miraculously. So I pretty well begged him to come help us out, and he cleared the street for us. And behind the plow, to my surprise, was a crowd of 6 to 8 people following with babies in tow and mamas and different bags and stuff and shovels. And by the end of it, we had 15 or more people there to dig us out.
And we're looking at that picture right now as you tell us. There they are, as you said, kids and people, all so you can get in. What did you think about that, the help of your neighbors and fellow St. John's people?
It it brought me to tears, honestly. It's incredible to see what a sense of community we have when we need it. Newfoundlanders like to complain about the weather a little bit, but when it comes on, we're all here for each other, and it's really important.
Yeah, what a beautiful example of that in your case. Seriously, Kyle, could your last name be better for this particular story? I mean, has this dawned on you?
Oh yeah, no. We've had an incredible influx of messages and congratulations and welcomes and a whole lot of, is his last name really Snow? So it's been pretty cool that way.
And it really is Snow. And we're looking at some more beautiful baby pictures of how wonderful we were able to see him live, up for a little feeding, his first full day at home. Are you keeping any souvenirs? You gotta commit this to memory so you can tell him this story when he's old enough to understand.
Well, I think at this point the story's become big enough that we will have some souvenirs to keep, certainly, and we'll show him everything we have when he's old enough to sort of grasp it. Other than that, the regular hospital bands and the newspaper from the day of, and whatever Mama wants, really, basically.
It's all about Mom at this point, isn't it? Well, listen, you keep a copy of this interview, because then you can see he made national news the day, or very close to the day he was born. Kyle, all the best to you and Shondell, and to baby Levi. Thanks for being my guest. It's been such fun to talk to you today.
Thank you so much. And if I could, I just want to say a big, huge thank you to everyone who helped us and everyone who shared our message. It was really incredible to get that help, and I just want to say thanks.
Beautiful. Happy to give you the opportunity to do that. Kyle Snow in St. John's.